1,000-pound sisters. Amy Slatton's drug possession charges proves she has problems she needs to address. 1,000-pound sisters star Amy Slatton has dealt with a lot in the last few years, and most recently has had drug possession and child endangerment charges placed on her, proving she has some serious problems she should be addressing. Throughout the run of 1,000-pound sisters, Amy has dealt with many issues in her life in a very public way. Though she made a clear decision to move forward with her life in public, putting herself and her family on reality TV, things have been tougher than Amy expected when she first signed on. 1,000-pound sisters Season 7 has proved that. After the drama of 1,000-pound sisters Season 6, where Amy struggled through her relationship with Michael Halterman coming to an end before revealing some deeper problems of her own, it was clear some change needed to be made in her life. While her sons Glenn and Gage have always been Amy's biggest priority, it's clear that something wasn't clicking for her when it came to resolving her issues for her sons. During the early episodes of the current season, Amy was bitten by a camel, which turned into cops arresting her for drug possession and child endangerment, causing chaos. Although Amy's arrest was documented on 1,000-pound sisters Season 7 to the best of the show's abilities, it was a far bigger ordeal than the show made it out to be. Moving through the difficult moments in the aftermath of her camel bite, Amy was scared for her health and safety as well as the safety of her kids. But as things became less about her wound and more about her decisions, the source of her fear shifted. Amy's well-being was obviously something she was concerned with, but it quickly became clear that she was dealing with something even larger. Amy's drug possession charges detail a scary picture. She allegedly had more than one controlled substance. When Amy was arrested, she was confused on what had led to everything escalating and moving away from her medical emergency. Unfortunately for Amy, she'd had a warrant out for her arrest without being aware, and the cops that had to attend to her camel bite realized that they had to honor the law. Although Amy was confused, it was clear that she had possessed drugs in front of her young children, which aligned with the drug possession and child endangerment charges she'd been slapped with. Amy's nightmare of a day because of her injury turned into something much worse. Amy's child endangerment charges indicate something more dangerous. It's possible the kids were put in harm's way. While Amy has always made it clear that she loves her children and would do anything to keep them safe, the charges against her made it clear that she'd let some of her parental responsibilities fall to the wayside. With drug possession and child endangerment charges, Amy proved her behavior was far and away a problem, especially in front of her small children. According to court documents, Amy was in possession of more than one drug, and likely used them in front of her kids. Some have speculated that the kids had drugs in their systems, but that's completely unfounded. Regardless of what Amy did, the fact that she did so in front of her kids put them at risk for psychological damage and left them in danger. Refusing to take responsibility for her actions on 1,000-pound sisters Season 7, Amy has proven that no matter how much she loves her kids, she needs help to understand just how dangerous what she did was for her children. As the main source of authority in her kids' lives, using drugs around or in front of the children could cause long-term issues. Amy hasn't accepted help from her family. She swore she didn't need them. Amy put her children in danger, and paid for it. As family dynamics have been a huge part of 1,000-pound sisters since the beginning, Amy's siblings obviously had some major issues with the way her charges would impact the family as a whole, as well as her life with her kids. Amy's siblings, especially Amanda Halterman, Misty Slatton, and Chris Combs, have all found themselves dealing with Amy's behavior through the years. While the elder trio of Slatton siblings have had a lot to do with Tammy's health journey, they've also had to handle Amy's instability as she's built her life around flimsy relationships and poorly thought-out life decisions. With Amy being charged for drug possession and child endangerment, it became clear that the family needed to intervene if possible. Amy's siblings decided to take her arrest seriously and held an intervention for her behavior, where they all tried to offer counsel and explain to her just how seriously she should be taking the charges. While they had good intentions, Amy didn't feel supported by her family in the moment. Instead, she rejected their support and didn't feel comfortable confiding in them about what else was going on in her life, ignoring the help they were hoping to provide. Amy needs more help than she's letting on. She needs to allow others to help her. Even though Amy has been making strides in the present timeline, the Amy shown on 1000 Pound Sisters visibly needs a lot more help than she's letting on. While Amy has been doing what she needs to legally to ensure that she's able to continue to raise her sons and keep her family at bay, it's been a lot tougher than she seemed to expect. With such serious charges put forth against her, Amy's inability to move forward with her life after her arrest has been apparent on 1000 Pound Sisters, and makes it clear she needs to make some big changes. Amy refusing to take her family's help in the way she should have, moving forward after her arrest without much reflection. And her fast-paced new relationship with her now fiancé Brian Lawvorn, who was present for her arrest, have all been major red flags. Rather than sitting down and discussing her issues with those close to her or trying to move forward with a new sense of responsibility, Amy's been burying her head in the sand about the issues she has. Repeating similar habits and making dangerous patterns has 1000 Pound Sisters stars and fans concerned about Amy's sense of responsibility moving forward.